Kind of hot for this Mother's Day weekend, but not too hot. So I thought, well, look back over about the last 10 years and see what the high temperatures were to give you an idea of what, most Mother's Days are like around here. So I picked Weslaco, looked at the numbers first the last 5 years. See, it was mostly hot. We did have one cool rainy day, 2013 on Mother's Day, only 74, and I think we had about a half an inch of rain at the station. But most other Mother's Days, mostly around 90 degrees, and even beyond that, going back another 5 years, a lot of days around 90 or higher. So you can see 98 in 2009, which was a hot year all around. So typical Mother's Day weekend weather, about 90 degrees or so, and that's what we have this weekend across the valley. Storm system spinning out of Texas and leaving dry weather in its place, and we may get a small dip in humidity for Saturday afternoon through Sunday, so it may not be quite as humid if you're outdoors Saturday afternoon and Sunday, but still pretty warm. And across Texas, if you're traveling too, pretty good looking weather. Most of the weekend's looking sunny. Morning temperatures tomorrow, 50s up north, 60s and 70s down south. Afternoon temperatures mostly in the 80s across a good chunk of Texas to the north of the valley. Sunday about the same thing, 60s and 70s to the north and here in the valley, and mostly 80s, but a little warmer, maybe a few more 90s in Texas on Sunday. But good looking weather. Could get stormy next week in Texas. If you're traveling next, say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, definitely want to check the weather if you're headed north of the valley. Next 3 days, though, quiet weather here in the valley. Highs generally in the low 90s, not hitting any records like we saw earlier today. Cold front has moved through the area, and behind it, not much cooler, just a small dip in humidity, but temperatures still around 90 or higher this weekend for highs. But dry weather everywhere in Texas Sunday, and then even going into Monday. There's Sunday night at 10 p.m. By the time we get to Monday, still dry weather, but watch how things start to change. One front comes in and creates some rain and storms, maybe way up to the north by Tuesday. Gets breezy here. By Wednesday, another front starts to roll in. That could create some heavier rain. Some of the models are forecasting several inches of rain to the north, say in the hill country, areas of central and northern Texas beginning Wednesday, and then watch how more falls Thursday, more falls Friday. But most of that stays north of the valley. Maybe by next late Thursday or Friday, something could come down from the north. So keep an eye on our weather too late next week. But if you look at this computer model, the European computer model, as far as rainfall amounts go, look how there's a big bullseye of rain, that red indicating more than about 4 or 5 inches of rain as it goes to yellow and orange to our north. So there could be some heavy rain near us next week, but for the most part, we're going to have to wait and see if any rain gets close enough for us. So our rain chances may start to come up late Wednesday or late Thursday and Friday. Right now, we're only going for 10%, but depending on if any storms are able to come down from the north, we may have to bump that up a bit. But most of the next 7 days are looking dry and hot. Highs mainly in the low 90s Saturday and Sunday for Mother's Day weekend. Monday still in the low 90s, but the breezes pick up later next week, and that brings in much more humidity and highs in the 90s. And again, we might catch a couple showers or storms beginning either Thursday or Friday if something comes down from the north. Carrie?